Alright, let's get this show on the road. Oh, sorry, that might have destroyed your ears. Hey everyone, FPS Shazly here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dangerous Waters. This is Flankers of Fenghuang. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese stuff. You guys know what's going on. We're trying to redo this mission here.
Study on course 06.
And I took out the point defense SAM sites around the airstrip because ain't nobody got time for that. It's dumb. It should be like Cold Waters or Tom Clancy SSM, where once you launch Tomahawks, like, mission complete. There's no skill in trying to roll the dice and hope your Tomahawks make it through some SAMs. Very good, Figmo. Glad to have you aboard. Oh yeah, I couldn't see him for your birthday. That was mine too. My birthday was back in April, but I also had like the worst sinus infection of my life, and I was sick for like a month. So that's really why I couldn't see people. I'm allergic to penicillin, so I had to get super heavy-duty antibiotics that could result in sudden tendon rupture. So I'm trying to do my best to avoid all sinus infections. I'm doing like the nose spray every day and the allergy medicine. CW used to require waiting for the T-Lambs. Tom Clancy SSN did it right. As soon as you launched your missiles, you were done. You were good. You fulfilled your meaning of life. And then all the alphas would spawn in and start shooting torpedoes at you. Hey, what's up here in Das? It's happy hour somewhere. Cheers. Drink them if you got them. I actually did my working out before the stream today, so I can drink. Drinking before a workout is no bueno. Oh, and also from before the stream, thanks to JG1 Earhart for following the channel. Good to see you too, man. Hoping this brings some enjoyment to your guys' day, as we're all cooped up with this pandemic crap. No, bring some to me. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. That's the short and narrow of it. No, I don't need this. Close that. Get to see some of my rendered videos there. Alright, what's the status here? We got this frickin' song. Oops, spoilers. Some Chinese diesel boat running around up here. Got this Zhangwei frigate thing that I think has ass rocks. It's got SSMs. I don't think it has ass rocks. It has RBUs. Doesn't even look like it has torpedoes. OTS torpedoes. But it has a helo. Seagull. Who would name their radar after a seagull? Rats of the sky. This is Flankers of Fenghuang. Thank you for following, by the way. You're in DOS. This is the same mission I was doing when I last did this campaign. If you were caught up to that, we have to penetrate an ASW screen and then launch Tomahawks at an airstrip here. And this is in China. Hong Kong is up this way, right here. This is Vietnam. Are we technically in the Gulf of Tonkin here? I think so. Or is that all like here? Is that all the area off the shelf here? We're in water. That's where we are. That much I can say for certainty. Alright, what's this guy up to? Sierra 5. Did we just turn? Yeah, okay. A little bit of a toad bump. Slower brings it in closer, huh? Everyone's always like so predictable when they make their missions as like how fast diesel boats are going. Like they always go slow. I mean, I guess like you get extreme efficiency of battery operation down there, but it's always predictable. I mean, I guess it's I don't know why I'm picking on the diesel boats. Everyone always kind of operates predictably. Oh, see, look, this solution is like progressing further away. That can be a good sign that you have the wrong speed in a solution. It was that Master 2. Well, it looks like he turned anyway. We'll go with that for now. So they want me to launch up here. I don't want to do that. That's super shallow. We've been up there. It's a death trap. Someone launches ass rocks. It seems like, or helos drop a bunch of torps or something. I'm gonna try and launch from over here. I don't know if that's gonna help me out any, but I feel like I'll be closer to deeper water. I guess I should probably look at like the depth of the water around these parts. It's really shallow over here. That's the problem. I have 12 missiles. The way this mission works, there's like a few like airstrips around here that you need to hit. Or sorry, there is like an airbase thing here, but there's like little helo pads underneath that represent like 6 targets necessary to blow up the runway. I don't know why they set it up like that, but they did. And we got this one SAM site here. So I got 12 missiles, so my thought is to try and launch maybe first 3 or 4 Tomahawks at that SAM site. Maybe try and... Depends where I'm going to launch from. I have to revise where I'm going here. It's too shallow over here, but... First 4 missiles, maybe have them go this way. Kind of distract the SAM site and blow it up, and then have the rest of the missiles go that way. But we should probably try and be like... Not go as far out this way. I was all the way like over here somewhere, wasn't I? I don't know, there's no need for that. We should probably try and stay like it's right up here. I should probably plot out like 100-foot fathom here. Oh, how I love doing that. I wish you could like turn it on and just have it plot automatically, because trying to judge it based off this shading is terrible. It's not consistent in any way, shape, or form. And it's a little coarse. Like, they got it up here. I think this is like every 50 meters or something. Maddie Conrad with the self-deprecation. Always having the wrong solution. At some point, I'll try redeveloping doctrines for making accurate solutions with one sensor. Yeah, you just gotta do like some lead stuff going on. That's usually the way I do it. I think that's how they kind of recommend it in the manuals too. Yeah, I mean, I know like in real life they let the computer do it, like auto TMA style. I know in like the Tom Clancy books, he always said they had like someone manually doing it as a backup. They probably don't. I don't know. I would assume they don't do that anymore, but yeah, you never know. Systems can always fail. I mean, people might be trained in it, but I'm speculating on my ass. I should probably just shut up. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there's a trigonometric way or like least squares, some kind of fitting algorithm. Some of the least squares. Alright, so I guess we can do a little bit of lapse of judgment here. Oops, someone just started pinging again. Where the hell did that come from? 324. Oh, that's our boy over that way, Master 1. Let's check on him. Has he been pinging this whole time? Yeah, okay. Some of these pings are irregular intervals. Yeah, some kind of regression, linear least squares regression thing. So when you mean trigonometrically spread, you mean like how is it solved? Like someone solving like algebraic equations on the fly, or you got like some kind of like little plastic thing that you can articulate and like put on top and be like, oh, there you go. Some kind of iterative sequence. Alright, well, CR5 is going as slow as a diesel sub usually goes. Oh, we got a plethora of data here. See, I've switched course back and forth here. This is where you can see the lead lag lead thing happening, and just to clarify what the heck lead lag lead means. So CR5 is going due east right now. I'll draw some marks to signify this. So if you draw a line of bearing from me to him, I'm currently also going easterly. Lead lag lead is with respect to this line of bearing. If we're both heading the same way with respect to this line of bearing, that is, his course vector is this way, my course vector is that way. We're both going the same way with respect to this line of bearing. This is a lead situation. If I switch back the other way, or if he goes the other way, that's a lag situation. So that's what lead lag means. And if you start a solution on lag or start a solution on lead and you switch back to the other way and then switch back again, that's usually a way to get it. That's how you tend to go to get a surefire formula, or solution rather. So we've done that a few times. I can show you that by sliding this back and forth. You can see the different, this is the lead regimen, this is lag, this is lead. And you can see it squirming and wiggling, but where you get the straight line, like that's it. That's the solution. So he's there. He's very close to this guy. The water's not shallow enough. I was going to say they might have a collision. Alright, what do we got going on over here? Much simpler. Do one leg lead, one leg lag equals determine distance, straightening the dots. One lead, one lag, one speed change equals determine course. Yep, love your tutorials. Maybe love that game. Thank you. You're welcome. Finally, something like one lead, one lag, one speed change, one speed. Yeah, angles count. You want to try and maneuver yourself in such a way as to get maximum bearing rate, because that'll reduce the error in the dots. You always want to try and go for maximum bearing rate. So speed change makes a different difference than just changing course, because they're all doing the same thing. They're all changing bearing rate. Hey, what's up, Renicow? Cheers. Alright, well, we know where these fools are. We're gonna let's go start heading straight up the middle here. It's time to run north-south. None of this east-west stuff. Gotta run downhill. Why am I going with the American football slang terms? I don't know. Oh, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for some sports to start back up. I was like, something was missing this spring. I was like, oh yeah, playoff hockey was missing. In the end, I dropped that method as what you do is good enough for torps. Especially modern torps, yeah. I mean, they got such a big range of acquisition. You don't have to be terribly precise. You can be off by a mile, or even two, possibly, and still get a kill. Where do you get that sweet new emoji? Just start typing out an emoji like you normally would, and just start with Chaz. It should come up. What's up, John Glenn's speech? Two toed at the same time. Who's your team, PhG? Who's your team? Probably know who I am. Oh, I have to be careful with my beer consumption. I'm going to start getting sloppy here. Ooh, the Avs, huh? In Colorado? My brother lives in Denver. Some cheese, some bread, red wine, and an FPS Chesley stream. What a nice way to start the weekend. Hey, what's up, Fwen? That sounds fantastic. I think you and I have discussed this, but red wine does not agree with me. I don't know why when it started. It just started like 2 or 3 years ago. I used to be able to chug red wine and just go crazy with the red sauce, like tomato stuff, but now it just gives me the worst heartburn if I go too crazy with it. And it's most unfortunate. Oh, see you. Boulder? My brother went there. Nice. Awesome. All I remember about that is that they had a DP dough in Boulder, and so we had one at University of Maryland too. But I know there's like a really good pizza place around there that has like that special sauce. I forget what it is, but I remember that special sauce that you dip the pizza in. All right, what's our game plan? We got this guy running around. See, look, I keep pushing him back too. So more data to support the conclusion that I had the wrong speed. I want to try and figure out how that works, because this one, it looks like I was estimating too fast. So that keeps pushing him out. Too slow would be bringing him in. That's more of an advanced technique. That's interesting. So that would suggest that Master 2 was a little too fast. Maybe 9 knots. Or did he already turn? Yeah, a lot of good food. The Buff. Getting brunch at the Buff. Remember that. Oh, I have 20. Okay. I was like, these dots are very close together. Has he slowed down? I had an hour long up. Oh, DP Doe at WVU buffer zone. Oh, what was my favorite? I don't know. My friend always got the Fallen Rock zone. That was pretty good with the sour cream. I love sour cream. Ah, I don't remember what my go-to was, but it was always good after a night of heavy drinking. Let's see, can I get some demon? I think I just put whoever Master 2 was in my toad baffles. We can come out of that, see if we can get him back up there on the broadband. Oh, the solution going further closer, yeah. And it would make more of a difference for that sub, because if I assumed he was going 5 knots, but then he's really going 3, that's like almost a 100% overestimation, so that effect is much more obvious here. Whereas with this guy, if he's doing like maybe 8 or 9 knots instead of 10, that percentage change is going to be much smaller, it's not going to be as noticeable. I see a line here. You seeing that? There's one right here, it's faint. And the mirror over here. I'm pretty sure that's a line. Buffalo chicken and Mott's. Buffalo chicken pizza is pretty good. My father would call it an abomination because he's a New Yorker, but I like buffalo chicken pizza. Not the crazy kind that replaces the sauce with buffalo sauce. You still gotta have the red sauce, but putting buffalo chicken on top of the pizza, that's always good. Hey, what's up, SlamER99? That is from on the order of 20 minutes ago. Does anyone know how much time is between these dots? I guess I know my speed. I can calculate it. 400 yards at 6 knots. 400 yards is about a fifth of a mile. A fifth of a nautical mile. Oh god. Let's see here. Can I punch up some math? So we want time. We have distance. We have speed. So you want to divide distance by speed to get time. So 0.2 divided by 6. 0.03 per hour times 60, 2 minutes. That's a very nice round number. So we'll go with that. These are every 2 minutes then. Does that make sense? So in 10 minutes it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a mile. But I'm going 6 knots. That would make sense if I was going 5 knots, right? I do math all day for work. I don't feel like doing math right now. Oh, I got someone who says it checks out. I got PhD backing me up. Are we ready to submit to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission? Is that a verified calc? Oh, 14-inch monitor. Yeah, that'll do it. What do I have right now? I got a 27-inch. Dude, I almost want to go for like a 32-inch. But part of me is afraid that's going to be too big. 5 inches more than what I have. I have a 4K monitor, but I would not really recommend it. Just because Windows 10 scaling is a big steaming pile of horse crap. I hate it so much. It's really that bad. Half my games won't launch. I have to just keep doing it until it does. Or you gotta change the resolution to something that doesn't involve scaling. I don't know why this is still a problem. I'm guessing the proportion of ownership on it is still so low. But what else are they working on? Fix my monitor scaling. 10 minutes equals a mile, 60 minutes, 6 miles at 6 knots. Okay. I think I'm just thinking too hard about it. A buffalo chicken sandwich, my dear lord. Alright, let's turn a little bit. I want to see if we can't get that
From right to course 0.
ship on the demon.
6. How am I?
We're not getting any pings at the moment, are we? Age. Is something going to pop up at 2 minutes here? Oh, almost. That's a little short of 2 minutes. Master 1. I know the extent of where he goes over there. He should be turning, if not now, very soon. He turned, right? Yeah. Been going constant course this whole time. No. Punch that into computer. I don't know that I agree with that. That seems too far away. Based on what I remember. But we don't have much to work on. We need another course change here. But I just remember him. There's like a gap here that I just remember there being. So if I'm gonna go back up this way, that means I need to run that gap again, huh? Or should I just try and do an end around? That gap got me in trouble last time, and that sub is near there. I think we're gonna try for the end around. Master 2. Predictable. I know your thoughts. Red alert 2.
Study on course 0, 4.
Red
6.
alert 2. Monitors are never too big. I guess it depends on how close you are to it, because I feel like if I had like a 32-inch monitor here and I was trying to play a first-person shooter, sometimes you can get that effect where it just feels like you gotta like, you can't get the whole picture. It's like, oh, I gotta back up to see everything. Just service and radiate to retaliate, so then you can attack in self-defense. I thought you were gonna say just service and radiate, so then you can actually find out their solution. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Slam ER, thank you for following. That's not cheating. They're gonna shoot at you. Who's that? Is that our boy, Master 1? Where's your boy? We don't know what he is, though. We never figured that out. I guess I could classify him. I've been sloppy. There's a whole sonar we gotta be checking here. What do we got? 2 faint for 4th. Too close for missiles, switching to guns. Alright, what do we got? We got 50. Yeah. Delta blood. We got 180. 175. Give me the RMS of the waveform. I thought I saw a second faint frequency on that bearing. At 460. So that 50, 180. Yeah, we'll say it's 180 then. 175 is all these single shafts. Giggity. It's all a bunch of merchantmen and AORs and stuff we're not expecting. Maybe a fishing boat, but the 3rd frequency does not line up. None of these guys have the 3rd frequency we're looking for, so that's more. That's a better criterion for discarding than my just my hunch. But I already know what this guy is from the previous go around. He's somewhere around here. What were we saying? 460? Right on the money. Yeah, so we got one of these bad boys here. These guys all have the same 4th frequency too. NTPK. And you ain't gonna figure these guys out until you're right on top of them. You gotta get that 5th frequency. Or pairs. Oh, wait. No. Okay, we're good. I thought this said 160 for a second. What's F22P? What? The Excel sheet says it's Chinese, but it's not here. It's on the reference. Right? Not going crazy? I wish there was like a way to search this thing instead of just going through. I think there's a typo. What is an F-22P? A class of multi-mission guided missile frigates currently in service of the Pakistani Navy. Oh, this class is based on an updated model of the Chinese Type 53 H3 frigate. Okay. Interesting. Whatever. We'll say Jangwei then. Jangwei. And we'll say 2 for conservatism. Assumed hostile. Prials. Yes, the Lamy does have its own unique set of sonar profiles. So RA for the longest time, I think, just used to have a mismatch of whatever kind of sonar profiles they wanted. Lamy always had it this way, where it's like singled down into certain things. So the way the Lamy one is set up, you can predict what something's going to be based on the tonals. Excuse me. So like 50 to 60 gives you that common east-west paradigm kind of thing. The second one gives you a power plant. So you got 100 hertz for steam turbine, 125 hertz for nuclear, 175 hertz for diesel. The third frequency gives you displacement, so the higher the frequency, the smaller the boat. And then RA switched to this type of frequency sheet within the past 5 updates, I want to say. So their frequency sheet used to just be a mess. I used to have to like manually sort it. But it also didn't have this kind of like organization that the Lamy one does. Whether or not they already had that, but just hadn't organized it into that pattern, I don't know. Third freak is the contact thickness. Yes, sir. 100,000 tons, goodness gracious. So big. So thick. Alright, is our toad straight here? Yeah. Is that our boy? That is our boy. Getting demon. Okay, these guys are all TPK 8. 10 knots. 10 knots. Oh my god, this demon is so clear. Compared to 688i, it's so clear. Holy crap. When coming out here, we can divide by 3, which gives you like 10.33 knots. That's interesting. Divide by 4. Yeah, it's giving you around 10 there. Okay, so 10. 10 knots. We'll go with that. And that pushes him out to more where I'm expecting him to be. The stepping could also be from potentially slightly inaccurate course, off by a few degrees. I don't know. These are all things that I would love to, I guess in theory, experiment on and figure out, but that could take so much time. Gears are turning. Thoughts are brewing. Not the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins are always that team that's good that doesn't really have any stars. I mean, they got Chara, but they don't have that big star. They just have like a group of guys that just work hard. Whereas as a Caps fan, everything's centered around Ovi. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Will you be heading for the launch basket or try a different approach this time? I was thinking about going up here, but it's very shallow here. I mean, it's shallow everywhere, but it's a little less shallow here. There's this sub base over here. I'm assuming there's SAMs over there. Yeah, S300. It's a big boy, isn't it? Big boy SAM. So we don't want to launch with line of sight of that thing. Honestly, it's a little deeper right around here. But that's like the kill zone. I don't know why they say that's the recommended launch site. That's like death. There's like a little deep spot here, but everything else is like shallow around it. I don't really want to plot some frickin' topography here. There's like a really shallow shoal right here. Actually bumps out from land. What's up with all these areas of constant 43-foot depth? Here's another one. This whole shelf is at a constant 43-foot depth. That's some kind of glitch. There's no way that's true. But this actually isn't terrible right around here. Look at this, 130 feet right here. This is a little too close to all these surface ships. The whole fact of the matter is none of this is good. I should really just like go out this way. And just fire from out here and just say screw all you guys. I'm going home. And this thing needs to be destroyed if the Tommy Hawks are to get through. As stated before, I went through in the mission and edited out the point defense because it's just roll the dice at that point if you get through. There's no skill to that. Shilkas or whatever they got around there. I believe this campaign is based on a book. I'd like to read this mission, or this book, and see what this mission's about, because this isn't the most compelling mission. It should be like a special forces drop-off. That would be a little more exciting. Because that would be all about full-bore covert. Like in here, you just launch your missiles and everyone like shines a spotlight on you, and it's like, holy crap. Run! Can't do anything about these airdrop torpedoes, but run! Okay. Oh, we got what the... Did it really slow down? Oh, he might have turned. Okay, well, let's resume waypoint follow. So I got a choice to make here. I gotta decide to do the end around or go this way. What about CR5? Is he just chilling still? May have turned. And wow, the way this is set up, there's just so much variability in this solution. We'll say that for now. Why is he suddenly so far away? Let's put him at more closer. More closer. Good. Bring him in a little closer here. More towards where we're expecting him. I'll punch something in for now. That's kind of ruling out going that way. If that sub's going to be hanging out over there. It's a thing we need to try and go around. Oh boy. Well, that's fine. There's no real time limit on this mission. I give that surface can a good berth. I don't know how well it can hear me. Wasn't there another sub up this way? Or is this the guy we were detecting? There's also another sub down here. I remember that. I think there is another sub all the way down there somewhere. ETA, 4.5 hours. And of course it's going to be the middle of daytime too. But I mean, I don't know, there's no way to know if there's like sonobuoy nets or helos. If it was just these 3 characters, I would kick it up a little bit faster and be confident about that 10 knots, but there's Sonobui fields or Elos. You can always stumble across some of that crap. Okay, there's our boy. Mr. 2. And to some extent we got a time where he's gonna be with how we get through there, not necessarily. I'm not sure there's much that can be done about that. Unfortunately, there's not an easy way to try and be like progress the future. You could see like where this guy's gonna be and where you'll be on this path. You can't really do that easily. I mean, it could be like in half an hour he's going 10 knots, so he'll be here, and in half an hour I'll be here. Need like Kerbal Space Program with the projected or orbital intercepts. Oh, as it gets shallow going through here. It's just shallow around that shoal. It seemed like one of these surface boats like detected me last time. I don't know if they actually detected me or something else detected me and got promoted to Link. But I do remember going through that gauntlet and all hell broke loose. I don't know, if they don't have it towed, that seems... wow. I don't know. When were these things made? O53H3. Oh, so that F22P thing is the same thing as this. Yeah, there you go. So all 3 of those are the same. That's why they're also similar in this frequency sheet. Where's the date of commission? Early in the 90s and 2000s. That's kind of before. That's like right around where they started giving a crap about their navy. You always gotta wonder how much they really care about it if it's still a subdivision of the army. There's not much info here. And there she blows. Where's the hedgehog? It has a hedgehog, doesn't it? I don't see a hedgehog. There's the surface-to-surface missiles. Deck guns. It has little tiny deck guns. What is this, World War II? I don't see a hedgehog. The fire control radar, I think. Okay, interesting. Zhongwei's in Cold Waters. Yeah, I played South China Sea, didn't I? I never finished it, I don't think. The game gets... It's good. I definitely appreciate what it did, but it does get repetitive. Alright, let's do a sweep of the sonar. Oh my gosh. I have not done that in a while. That's our Master 2. Or Sierra. Oh, we got a second frequency now. Excuse me. We got the 50. The 160. Shouldn't a diesel boat's signature change when it goes to battery? And vice versa. $51.60 diesel, electric sub, single shaft large, diesel electric sub, single shaft small. But these third frequencies aren't all that different. Why even flesh that out? Is a Ushio much smaller than a Kilo? Or a Harushio? Harushio. I don't want the unit Kilo sub. Displacement somewhere around 3,000 tons. Harushio. See, it's like around the. It's a very similar displacement. I don't know. I think that's a nitpicky distinction. Just group them all up. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. So where are we looking here? 5160 for China. We got Song. Got Yuan. Yuan. Isn't that the currency? Kilo. Project 636, what's that? Oh, Kilo improved SSK. Why say Kilo here, but then... Okay, fine, whatever. And a Poisk? No, it's not going to be a Poisk. So that's what we got. We got Kilo, or we got Song. That's it. That's all it could be. I don't think we're close to having a third frequency, but the fact I can hear this thing at all makes me think more towards Song. I would think a Kilo would be much quieter. So let's go ahead and say Song. Confidence medium. Assumed hostile. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks different than the photo. The photo's got that weird little step pattern on the sail. Hey JG Earhart, thank you for subscribing. I don't like the 2000s campaign. All sub encounters not part of a mission or 1v1s. Yeah, in the Russian one you get a lot of group things, don't you? I know they have like a lot of references for what they reference as like sub-doctrine. Maybe the Chinese had moved to non-Wolfpack tactics by the 2000s campaign. I don't know. I'm no sonar man, but yeah, I would guess that def changes from electric to diesel, but just not within the scope of the game. Yeah, that's true. The first frequency shouldn't change. Based on what Luami says, only the second frequency would really change. Yep, I was thinking the same. Good. Good evening, Earhart. Thank you again for subscribing. It's almost Guinness time. It's almost time for a Guinness. I've heard Guinness in Ireland are much better than Guinness in America. I won't be testing that out anytime soon. Alright, so we got all these dudes hanging out, doing their thing, up with Master 1. I did not change course, right? Did I? Recently? Looks like I did. Oh yeah, we were going kind of northerly for a bit and then changed back. Where's that ping from? Northerly guy? Okay. DR5. Oh man, I was about to get myself in like good position for a new solution here. What the heck? Let's just let that sit for a little bit. I really want to go in and edit this mod to have the 1-minute TMA updates like RA. That is one thing I definitively like about RA. It's the more frequently updated LOBs. I did not finish my sonar scan. What the heck happened? Oh, I got hung up on... we got a new frequency on that song. That's what happened. There's our more westerly guy. and the rest of the water is clear. Okay. I wish in here it would show you like where because when you're on the toad you got the mirror contact. So here we're going 048. So if we go to the 180 degree opposite of that, you're looking at 228. So right here there could be like another line that says like, you know, once you've scanned this portion of the sonar, you've seen everything there is to see because there are mirror contacts. But I guess you can just kind of keep track of that. Oh, we got some messages here. One of my best childhood friends was on a Norwegian submarine for 5 to 10 years. Never talked much about it. Yeah, one of my friends I played lacrosse with was on a Virginia class sub. But I haven't seen him since high school. Drinking some Argentinian red wine and Norwegian beer. Wine and beer, double fisting? Beer, wine. Submerged going 3 knots at 20 yards and you can 20 kiluyards and you can hear it. Distance is wrong. IMO. Yeah, probably. The stock game though, like in these sonaless games, they very much are optimistic about how well you can hear diesel subs. I think RA properly nerfs them. Didn't notice a difference in Ireland. Okay. Maybe it's just the you get caught up in the whirlwind surroundings of it. Because Guinness is technically an import, right? Like the extra stout and the normal Guinness are all brewed in Ireland, right? It's just that new blonde one that's brewed in Baltimore. Alright, I'll be right back. Time for Guinness. Merch. Get your t-shirts. If you want a nerdy ass submarine shirt. Links on the YouTube and Twitch channel pages. I got a mug. We got mugs too. Sorry, noise. That's a nice little mug. Hey, who's the ugly mug you talking about there? Oh, yeah. I think maybe what it is a lot of people have never had Guinness on tap, which it does seem to taste better than in bottles. So maybe when they go to Ireland, that's their first time having Guinness on tap. Cheers. Look at that. Luxurious. Oh man, after going from an IPA, it's like a milkshake. Alright, let's keep on turning and burning. Where's that from? Northerly guy? He's doing his thing. The base of that little patrol box he's got is almost 10 miles. Takes him like a good 45 minutes to do those northerly and southerly legs. Yeah, I got the extra stout too. Smooth and thick. Cold War Submarines by Norman Palmer and K.J. Moore. I have not. I got 2 books back here I need to get reading. One of them's like about some... The author like tagged along on Ohio for a few months or weeks. And then the other's about Soviet submarines during the Cold War. I'm still working on my Chernobyl book. Ablaze by Piers Paul Reed. Oh, there's so much to unpack with Chernobyl that I think a lot of discussion about it does not delve into. It's been over a year since that miniseries came out, man. What are we expecting for third frequencies on this guy? The kilo's at 440. The song's at 455. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. That'll be readily distinguishable. Really need to figure out what Sierra 5 is doing. Because it's not too late to turn back. Try and hit that gap. Okay, so we have a demonstrable change in aspect on the target. I'm gonna be trying to use fancy words here. He turned. What happened here? I wish you could like isolate these LOBs so I could look back and see like what happened there. Where is that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ago? Okay, we were kind of just chilling. All on him. Who knows what these guys are doing with speeding up or slowing down during these turns. I'm trying to decide as to whether or not that looks like the same state of the enemy sub, or if these are two different states. Let's just try and act like this is the latest state. Well, we're getting maximum bearing rate on him right now, that's for sure, supposedly. I don't know, could he be closer? Could you launch an ICBM horizontal? Oh, wow, okay, wait. I just moved this in, this looks a little better. Would you launch an ICBM horizontally? Sure, why would you want to? This could be a caterpillar. Hydrodynamo-magnetic propulsion? What the heck does it say? You follow? No. It's like a jet engine for the water. Only it's very, very quiet. Brings water in the front, squirts it out the back. That far sonar doesn't even pick it up. If it did, it would sound like whales humping or some kind of seismic anomaly. Anything but a submarine. We messed with this once. Couldn't make it work. This is the real deal. This isn't a mock-up or something. Just put to sea this morning. Oh, I love that movie. Why can you keep watching it over and over again? It never gets old. It's just fantastic. Does it just say hydromagnetic propulsion? Not hydrodynamo-magnetic. Ask you about a Russian sub. Is it like a narrative book, or is it like a reference thing, like a Jane's? Still haven't pulled the trigger on the red background mod. It's clutch, man. It's cool. Some of the stuff, like these, should all kind of have like a red. I guess light gets very tricky because there's a difference between, when it comes to color, emitted light versus reflective light. These would be emitted light, so I don't think their color would change. But like this button should be a different color. I guess you could technically go in to change those photos of it. That might be more complicated. But that's just nitpicky. Like these little like texts should be a little red, should be kind of like pink or something. But all nitpicky. You could probably even go in and change it if you knew what you were doing. But it's good enough. It's cool. I found out that they use the red because it preserves your night vision. Which I think Is that just supposed to signify to the crew that it's nighttime? There's that aspect to it, but the other aspect is if like someone looking through the periscope won't have to like readjust to seeing through the periscope if it's at night. Couldn't find the freak scales. Those might be drawn, like, you might be able to find this. That looks like some kind of texture pack, but these might be drawn dynamically based on which profile is loaded up, because they're very crisp. Like, it just looks like it's telling it to turn on some pixels, whereas this looks like a texture. The numbers up here. Down periscope's a good one. Buckman! Alright, we need to figure out what CR5 is up to. Let's come about! Sorry if I just yelled in your ears. Getting close to that guy.
Come left to course 270. Helm I.
Nearly within 10,000 yards. Feel there isn't a huge need to preserve night vision in a sub. Yeah, I feel like on documentaries these days, when you see like a Virginia con, all the lights are like turned off. Just turned off. Especially if you got the photonics mast. It does all the amplification for you. Get around modding your Narrowband screen, you'll see. Okay. I don't want to make a false dichotomy, but I wish someone else would either make a new game or release the source code. Like, I think RA would be better if they could actually modify the source code instead of trying to do their janky stuff. Because I feel like the scope of RA has extended way beyond what it originally was. It's starting to become just like naval simulator instead of submarine simulator. Because a lot of what they try to do is outside the scope of the original game. It's all just... The original game is all just platforms that directly deal with submarines or are submarines. But they do all they're trying to do all the airplanes and missiles and stuff, and the engine just did not, or the game in general just did not care about those things as much. They're just there for like flavor, more or less. Dedicated monitor to the sonar screens. I know people have done that with like hosting like a local multi-station multiplayer match. You could just have like VMs up on different screens and just put the different stations in places. Sounds like a lot of trouble to me, especially how unstable Dangerous Waters multiplayer is. But I always have like pipe dreams of like some kind of cool LAN party where everyone's doing a station with like computers around a wall. Someone's the captain standing in the middle with their periscope and navigation map screens, and you got the red lights on. That would be such a nerdgasm. At that point, you'd have to almost like film it. You'd have to be concerned about like video cameras and filming it if you were to like record that. Rig OBS to do multi-monitor. What do you mean? Alrighty, CR5, prepare to meet your maker. I think Master 1 has turned again, because we're not getting any pings from him. What? Oh, all that, okay. Excuse me. All this is him, all this old stuff. Yeah, drop that
Steady
one.
on course 2 7 0.
Oh, we're not going to be getting any data on him now. Bring that back to an hour. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, man, I could go for some sushi. That sounds good. I don't know where that came from. But I just thought of sushi. Ooh. We'll go with that. From this, it kind of looks like he's got some weird offset rectangular pattern. This guy's got this kind of thing going on. We could probably get closer than 5 miles to that guy and still be fine. Master 2. Wait for this toe to straighten out and figure out what CR5's doing, because I gotta make a choice. It's not too late to still go this way. It would be better if you could, like, time it. I think it'd be pretty easy to time. These guys are going just about the same speed, so I'm like, a little bit he'll be here, this guy will be over here. Oh, they're kind of tuned up in a way to make that. So I'd want to, like, start my run. Well, I guess after he starts going down this way, we could go kind of more cheat over here, get away from that guy. Kind of hang out here until this guy makes his turn back. But we're just trying to find out what CR5's doing here. Heyo, what? Don't pay attention to bad data, please. Get to that in a second. Stay on target. It's too close. Stay on target. Loosen up. Ooh, we got some messages. You forgot like an idiot, Buckman, because you're stuck in the pantry like an idiot. Which one do you think you'll be using more often, sailor? The coffee or the lard? Think we're all gonna wake up in the morning, have a nice steaming cup of pig fat? I need to watch that movie this weekend. Set up a capture area on, say, the narrowband screen, and set up a preview window full screen on another monitor. Oh. Okay. Changes between stations, but oh well. Regarding what I mentioned earlier, trig and stuff, you just did one maneuver, so you can only determine one variable in the solution. Okay, I see where that's coming from now. There are 3 variables to solve. So changing your own course and speed, that's the only 2 things you can change, but those are really just manipulations on bearing rate. Like, if you really boil those down, those are all just changes in bearing rate, changing speed and changing course. Changing speed and changing course should accomplish the same thing. Gears turning intensifies, yes. For some reason, that brought me back to my dimensional analysis in college, which was a weird course. Like, basically every single dimension in terms of, like, speed and flow rate and viscosity can all be boiled down to variations on mass, length, and time. And if you know that, you can derive, like, all these units, and it just blew my mind when I learned that. Yeah, course definitely gives a higher change in bearing rate. Like, I don't remember specific examples, but the professor just put up like mass length and time and then derived like fluid mechanic numbers like Renault's number and Nusso's number. Or Reynolds' number, sorry, not Renault, not a French car. Reynolds' number and Nussel's number. Like, what the heck? This is crazy. Just doing some wizardry with mass length and time. But that's neither here nor there. Aside over. Okay, we're getting good data now. We just gotta wait for another LOB here. If he's going this way, I could just try and just end around him. We'll have to slow down here eventually. When Marty Pascal was forced to walk the plank and subsequently discharged from the Navy, he was forced to start man-hooking under the alias Deuce Bigelow after a failed career as a fish tank treatment technician. I see what you did there. Never seen Deuce Bigelow. Alright, we're nearly... Oof. It seems like this guy is going this way. Sub. Ooh. Curious. Pushes him back a little bit. He was just hanging out right there. He was somewhere way the hell else last time we played it, right? He was like all the way up here. He was like out here. He's right there. Oh, Master 2 should be turning here shortly. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's what I like to see. Oh, well, he turned. I was gonna say, look at all that data. Beautiful thing. Punch that in. I think it's too sketchy to try and just go right through his box. Giggity. Power per area in SI units simplifies to kilograms per second cubed. So power is watt is joules per second. And then a joule is what? A kilogram meter per second something? Or kilogram per meter second? Something like that? I forget. Oh, no, you can do it. You got it in your head, dude. 1/2 mv squared gives you joules, so 1/2 mass times velocity squared. So kilogram meters squared per second is a joule. Is that right? Kilogram per second cubed. Now I just want to do math, but I can't write that up easily. I guess if I could I could plug my pad and we could go to paint. A joule is a kilogram. Oh wait, no, sorry. A joule is a kilogram meter squared per second squared. And then that's per second, so kilogram meter squared per second cubed. And then area is per meter, or volume is per meters, or per area. It's as meters squared. Shouldn't it be kilogram per second squared? I don't know. That's weird though. Yeah, it is weird. Watts are kilogram meter squared per seconds cubed. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I was forgetting that second from the watts. Kilograms per second cubed, whatever. Yeah, whatever that means. Yeah, just because it reduces to something doesn't mean it makes sense. What the heck is a second cubed? Like, acceleration is technically meters per second squared, but seconds squared doesn't mean anything. It's really meters per second per second. Alright, CR5, what are you doing here? What are you doing? And stuff like that, if you think that's confusing, just try and do it in imperial units, where the mass unit is a slug. Not a pound, it's a slug. Those slugs. The only people who know about slugs are people who take statics in engineering undergrad. That always bugged me when, like, in metric countries they say they weigh a certain kilogram. It's like, no, you weigh a certain newton. You should really be weighing newton. Kilogram is just mass, it's not weight. Yo, Jesus. Oh, is that, who is that? 232? That's our sub. Well, alright, look at that. Getting them on the spherical somehow. There's our, Zhangwei. That's 180. The human eye, man. See, doesn't that look like that's like more like 185 or something? But that says 180. It's only gonna bring it in tighter. That's not right. Is that right? Maybe it's not 180. Maybe it was lying. That's 180. This is 180. Then you bring it out here and it looks fine. Oh, optical illusions. No, don't call them optical illusions. That makes us seem smart. They should be called brain failures. It's really a brain failure. He's over there somewhere. It's fine. I mean, honestly, trust the data. Trust the data. Trust the data, dude. Past performance is not an indicator of future success. A cubed second. What does that even mean? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. There you go. Lining it up. Oh, he's right there, dude. We gotta go around. I mean, who knows how long he's gonna go on this course for. If he was just like orbiting, we could go over here and wait for this guy to... Excuse me. The question is, it's all a matter of when I'm gonna get here. At this speed, I'll be around there like an hour and a half. This guy in an hour and a half will be like 2... 1.7, 3.5, 5. 5. In an hour and a half, he'll be right here, actually. Ooh. Wait. So in an hour and a half, I'll be here. Where will that guy be, though? That's the question. He'll be... there. So we're gonna cross paths. If I go that way, we're gonna like collide, like almost like right here. Always go behind him. But that's so dependent on what he does, though. If we were just worried about Master 1, this could work, because in an hour and a half he'll be around here. By the time we get here, he'll wheel around here, then we can shoot the gap. But this sub is here. I don't know what he's gonna do. So we gotta go this way. This guy's doing his thing. Hopefully not ever going to work with Imperial units in any advanced mathematics. Don't join the American nuclear industry. There's a lot of Imperial units going on there. Inches, pounds. The worst is the pounds. Because the pounds mass and the pounds force thing is so confusing to me. I don't do those kinds of calculations directly. I do the nuclear stuff, but we deal with Curies, which isn't really terrible because you don't really derive anything from a Curie. Just a way to report radioactive material. But we also do dose rates in REM instead of sieverts. But REM and sieverts are both like base 10 units. Like, you just have to move a decimal point to go from millirem to sievert, so it's really not that bad. Alright, resume waypoint follow. We're going the long way. Oh, it's gonna be 10 in the morning when we launch our missiles. This mission should start at like 8 hours earlier. So you launch these things in the middle of the night. Why does it start at 3 in the morning? Launching missiles during the day. It doesn't make a difference in the game, I don't think. It's just the principle of the matter. Wouldn't launch these things during the day unless they like had to.